Alright, so what we're going to do today is we are going to learn how to draw an eye. So to start, for an eye, you need to use either like a football or a lemon or an almond shape. So I'm going to do kind of like a football shape. I got caught on the edge of my desk, but that's okay. So here's the shape for my eye. Now to get a really good drawing for an eye, I like to add the details. So the first thing I'm going to do is like a curved line over here because that's going to be my tear duct. Then I'm going to add my iris. The iris, the trick is that it's never going to be fully in the center of the eye because that would mean somebody's eyes were like stretched open. So you're going to do an iris that's kind of off the edge. So something like this. My pencil's breaking, but I think this will work. So it's kind of large. Then you're going to use your pencil and draw the pupil. So the iris is the part that has the color. The pupil is going to be the black part of the eye. So you're going to take your pencil and draw the pupil, like so. The trick to making this look realistic is going to be how you add value or your shading. So just like we've done before, value, you add more pressure to the pencil to get more of a darker color. So the outer edge of the iris, this part here, I'm going to go in and scribble kind of hard, but this is going to be my darkest value here and the inside of the pupil. So I'm making kind of like triangular shapes going towards the inside, like this. So I'm going to go all the way around the iris, and this is to represent the color of the eye and to give more texture, because if you actually look closely in an eye, you'll have like strings of color. I don't know the scientific terms for it, but this is close enough. So the pupil, this part is going to be also the darkest part, so you're going to do the most pressure that you can right here. This is one of the darkest sections. There's a little line on my desk which is showing through, but it's okay. So we're coloring these two parts. Now we're going to start adding the details to make it more realistic. So going from the iris edge, this edge, inward, you're going to do kind of like a darker scribble, but get lighter as you get towards the pupil. And I'm just doing like a circular motion. So this is to help add color to the eye and make it look more realistic. So darker, and then I get lighter as I go in. And I'm going to go ahead and do that whole part of the eye. Something like this. So darker, and it gets lighter towards the middle. Darker, and it gets lighter towards the middle. Going around, because you want this whole thing to be gray. I did kind of a large eye. If you want to practice with a small one first, that works. But again, it should be darker towards the outer edge and get lighter as it goes into the middle. There is the start of the eye. Now I'm going to add the eyelid. So it just follows the shape of the eye. And then I'm going to add this bottom part here. This is your lash line. I can add lashes, which are just going to be single strokes kind of like this. And then some on the bottom here. And I like to add a little bit of value towards the corner of the eye, so I just add a light touch of pencil to make it look more circular, and a little bit towards the inside here. And then if you want to, you can do like a highlight. So you can take your eraser and add a little highlight here, and that way it looks kind of like the eye has some liquid to it. But that is how you're going to practice drawing an eye. This is the eyelid part, so you can add an eyebrow too if you want. It would be somewhere up here, but it'd be kind of big, and it'd go kind of off the page for me. But that would be an eye.